Got an update on Imani Roberson. That's the mother of 4 that went missing back in July from her home in Conyers, Georgia, after getting back from having dinner at her mother's house a couple of blocks away. She went home with her 1-month-old and 3-year-old baby boys and left her 9 and 11-year-old boys with her mother. The next day, Imani's mother reported her missing, but didn't report the 2 baby boys who left the house with her. That at some point ended up with Imani's husband, Donnell, the man that was arrested in connection with the crime. 10 days after she was reported missing, Imani's vehicle was found in ashes over 30 miles away from Conyers, Georgia, in South Atlanta, and then a little over a week later, Imani was discovered deceased in a wooded area near Camp Creek, which was near the same area where they found that burned vehicle. At a press conference, her parents revealed that Imani wasn't their only child they had to lay to rest. Her parents are not together, but they had 3 children together and all 3 are gone. In addition, Imani's mother had another child from a different father that also passed away. So in total, that will make 4 children that Imani's mother had to bury so far. 4. Her mother is now only left with 2 living adult children. And currently, Imani's mother is attempting to get custody of all 4 of Imani's children. Although they have fathers who want their children, we're talking about the children outside of Imani and Donnell's son. Imani had 4 children with 3 fathers. Plus, another suspect was arrested in connection with the crime. All of that is coming up, but first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. A second arrest was made in the Imani Roberson case. Her brother-in-law was arrested on charges including tampering. That's the brother of Imani's husband. Everyone knew there will be a second arrest from the last press conference.
As I stated earlier, this is an ongoing investigation. We are out in the field even as we speak on this investigation. I told you that there's going to be another arrest, and that is the reason why we're still out here on the field. And we're going to get that individual and any other individuals that could be attached to this case in custody if we find out that anyone else is involved.
A second man has been arrested in the death of a Rockdale County mother of 4. Deputies have charged Sedarius Glaze with tampering with evidence, concealment of a dead body, and arson. Investigators found Imani Roberson's body last week after she disappeared in July. Over the weekend, deputies charged Roberson's husband, Donnell Anderson, with malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault. Deputies say Glaze is the suspect's brother.
It was Donnell's brother that they was after. They got him and he's behind bars. Donnell did go before a judge who denied his bail. That was expected, so no surprise there. My prediction on Donnell is that he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in there. As for his baby that he had with Imani, that 1-month-old baby boy, he's with Imani's mother, Clarine, who is now attempting to keep all 4 boys. Although the other 3 boys have fathers that are trying to get them. Imani's 1-month-old baby, the newborn, he came from Donnell. The 3-year-old baby is from another man. And the 2 oldest boys, they have the same father. I understand the smallest baby is now parentless, with Imani being gone and his dad being arrested for the crime, but the other 3 boys, they have fathers. So it's not really making sense that the mom is trying to keep them too. I remember a lot of idiots in the last video upset with me for asking where are the fathers of the other boys. I had morons telling me that the kids are safe with their grandmother, it doesn't matter where the fathers are. And that was absolutely crazy to me. Like, what are you talking about? If the fathers are out there, the grandmother just can't take them. And guess what? I found out I was right. As we speak, Clarine, Imani's mother, is attempting to keep all 4 children, and she's being accused of trying to keep the other 3 boys away from their fathers. Imani's mother is allegedly using some dirty tactics to keep these children, as well as make it more difficult for the fathers to get custody of their sons. The father of the 2 oldest boys is going to the courts right now to legitimize one of the boys because Imani's mother is refusing to give him his boys. Although he's been paying child support since 2012, he's been actively in the boy's life since birth. He signed the birth certificate, but for those who don't know, in Georgia, when the parents are not married, the father must go through the legitimation process to gain legal rights to his child, and it doesn't matter if you're on child support either. You still have no legal rights until you go through legitimation. But while he's waiting for the process, Imani's mother, Clarine, is being accused of trying to keep the boys away from them, coaching the children, literally sitting next to them on the phone, monitoring what they say, and coaching them through conversations, allegedly. These two boys have been around their father and his family their whole lives, their paternal grandparents, their aunt. The boys reportedly never had any issues with their father. They visit him 2 to 3 weekends out of every month and happened to be with their father that same weekend that Imani went missing. So what is the reason that Imani's mother is using to alienate the fathers and their families? The excuse that she's giving people is that she's trying to keep all 4 children together. She didn't want to break the brothers up. But my thing is this, the law doesn't work like that. If you wanted all the kids to stay together, all the kids should have had the same father. Of course, in an ideal situation, that's what would happen. But that's not what we're dealing with. They need to go with their fathers. The grandmother just can't decide that she's going to take them all. And then to this GoFundMe. Whenever Imani went missing, there was a GoFundMe made for her mother. And that GoFundMe, the purpose of it was for people to donate in order to help the family locate Imani. Well, they found Imani and they didn't have to pay law enforcement to find her. They spent several hundred hours at this point working on this case. And no, just like any normal case where there's a victim, the family is not obligated to pay for anything. So that GoFundMe to help locate Imani was changed to donate money to help take care of Imani's kids. Here's the thing, if you need a GoFundMe to take care of the 4 kids, why are you trying to keep children that you obviously can't afford? Those children, with the exception of the newborn, they're supposed to be with their fathers, not Imani's mother who need GoFundMe to help raise them. Something is really fishy about that, and I promise we are going to get down to the bottom of all of this. You need to give them boys to their fathers and stop playing childish games. You are not entitled to all 4 of those boys. So this stunt the sheriff pulled along with Imani's mom is wrong. I'm being told that the sheriff knew that Imani had 4 children and knew exactly who the 3 fathers of those 4 children are. They figured all of this out in their investigation, and the families of those other children, they are not happy with them holding that press conference talking about how Imani's mom was going to take care of those babies and basically making all of us think that none of the fathers are there, as if maybe the husband was the father of all the boys. But no, they have fathers, and Rockdale investigators, they knew it. They looked at everybody when they tried to figure out what was going on with Imani and where she went. They zeroed in on Donnell from their search, and that's who they ended up arresting, along with his brother. If you want to hear more about the custody fight, go ahead and let me know below in the comments. You know, that's a common discussion over here, parental alienation, and just like a lot of the cases we study here, I see a lot of those manipulation tactics at play. I saw how they left out Imani's own dad at that first press conference. They had some attorney up there, but they didn't have her own dad, which was totally disrespectful. Then when they had the second press conference, they finally made sure that Imani's dad was there too. Again, it was disrespectful, but see, society, especially the Black community, is so used to disrespecting fathers, especially the ones that are there. They love disrespecting fathers who care. It's like the more you care, the more they disrespect you. And I'm here to tell you, when I see something like this, men trying to get their children and a grandmother trying to keep children away from their fathers, allegedly, I do not agree with that at all. It's not right, and it says a lot about who you're dealing with here. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below. What do you think about Donnell's brother being arrested and allegedly having some sort of involvement here? And Imani's mother, what do you think about her tragically losing 4 children and now she's trying to keep 4 grandchildren? Shout out to Dark Power for always supporting the channel, as well as our sister Tina. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.